Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel and welcome to the very new kitchen setup. What do you guys think? This is definitely going to be a key vlogging point for me, so you're gonna be seeing this background a lot. So it has officially been a week since we got the keys for the house and we haven't officially done anything yet. I've done some light cleaning, I've bought a few things, but we haven't actually really done anything at the house yet. So today is the first day that we're finally gonna start on painting. We're gonna start in the living room, but I recruited my friend Julia to help me out. I'm paying her with mimosas and ordering lunch later, so it should be pretty fun. But basically, I want to do a couple videos of different phases of renovating and fixing up this house. Phase 1 is going to be painting and cleaning and everything that we're doing before we move in, and then the move-in vlogs will start. I love move-in vlogs. I hope you guys like them too. And then after that, I'm actually not sure what the next phase is going to be because I want to be completely moved in, settled in, put things where I want them to be before I decide what we want to do next. Honestly, it's probably going to be me buying a few furniture pieces, but we'll just wait and see. But phase 1 is cleaning and painting, and I did already get a few clips of me buying a few things for the house and installing the new lock on the door, so all of those clips I will enter right here. Getting the painter goods. We've got 2 rods, we got 2 of those, we got some rollers, we got the roller holders, we got the paint samples, the spackle spatula, paint brushes, sticks, we got it all. Now we're getting the big guy of joint compound because I'm probably gonna end up needing a lot. I think this is everything. And I did find the drop cloths. They were very hard to find. But then today I also got some blind samples in the mail. So I'm gonna be ordering blinds from Select Blinds. I just wanted like some custom ones that fit the windows perfectly and just like match the overall vibe of the house. So I don't even know if you can tell the difference. I mean, the middle one's really different, but the other 2 are like pretty similar, but these are the samples that I got. It's good that we're starting painting in the living room though, because I want to paint around the windows and then hold these up and see what they're actually going to look like against the paint that the room is going to be. I'm already kind of leaning towards white linen, which is the one that's the more different. It's kind of like a oatmeal-y tone. It has some like browns and whites in it versus these are pretty much just like a pure creamy color. I'm kind of thinking that the creamier ones won't look good against white walls. I think that this one with more of like a texture and like more tones in it will look good. But we're going to paint today and then we will figure it out and then I can finally order these. They're definitely not like too expensive and they've been running a sale for like a few weeks now ever since I checked them out, and it's still going on thankfully. I'm probably gonna end up ordering these today, but costs are definitely adding up quickly, so I'm probably not gonna order blinds for every single window that I want them for. I'm probably just gonna order them for the ones that we want more privacy in right away, and then that way it's not just like a huge cost right up front. I just spent $100 on paint, I spent $100 on paint equipment, I just spent like $250 on the lock for the front door, so my budget is blown right now. I mean, these are all costs that I was expecting, but I mean, they really they do add up quickly for stuff that doesn't even visually look that different. It's insane. So these are the 2 paint samples that me and Colin got that we were deciding between. We actually ended up going with this one. This is Ultra Pure White and this is Bit of Sugar. Just comparatively, I like the more white one, so that's what we're going with. I think that's literally as white as it can get. So I've got the paint over here. I'm just starting with 4 gallons, even though we're literally painting everything in the entire house. I don't need to like buy all the paint at once, so I just got 4 gallons to start and hopefully that's enough for today. Before Julia gets here though, I do need to take off all of these little like outlet things and just kind of like prep the room, put down the paint tarp, all that kind of stuff. Alright, so there was a lot more prep work that I needed to do than I realized. There were a bunch of holes over here, so I filled those and I'm just waiting for the like filler spackle, I don't know, to dry. And then these spots are spots that they did, and they did such a poor job. They put like way too much spackle on here, so I had to like sand this down and it's still like sticking out a lot. You can see these spots over here. And then you can see my spots where I did a good job at spackling. You know, just the difference here. But then I totally forgot that the curtain rods need to come off, so I needed to fill those holes. I still have to take these off and fill those holes as well. And then I did the same thing over here. So yeah, now I have to wait for those spackling spots to dry in order to paint over them, which I did not think about. So I probably should have done that a different day, but oh well, we still have plenty of blank wall to paint around in the meantime. Look at the living room right now. Like, wow, it just looks insanely different. It looks so good. And you can see from the doors, because I haven't painted them yet, just how like yellowy cream it was. It kind of looks like it almost was white, but now in comparison, it's like, wow. That is such a difference. This is just the first coat though. I definitely think we are going to do a second coat. I wasn't sure about it at first, but now you can kind of like see it definitely like needs a little bit of a second coat. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to weekend number 2 at the house. I'm currently in the first upstairs bedroom, the one that's gonna be my gym slash like content room, because as you can see, it has amazing lighting. And last weekend, I actually finished this room in terms of painting. I have like one more coat to go though on the inside of the closet, but then after that, it'll be done. But this weekend, I am dabbling in trying to scrape the ceiling, which is a very interesting journey ahead. I'm working on testing this corner up here just to see if it's like easy to scrape off or not. I just sprayed it with this water bottle because that's what you do for popcorn ceilings. You like get the ceiling wet, so I just sprayed it a little bit and I'm waiting for the water to soak in. And then I'm gonna go in with this steel mini putty knife and just see if I can jab at it and see if it easily comes off. And if it does, well then we are scraping the whole house. But if not, then it's gonna have to wait a while. Yeah, so as you can see, I still have a little bit of the closet left. I just didn't do this top part last weekend, so that's why there wasn't a first coat on it. I was just way too tired after doing the whole room. And then I also haven't done these side parts, the shelf, or the actual doors yet. You can see they are very yellow compared to the walls now. But otherwise, the room is perfectly white, exactly what I'm looking for. Oh, actually, it's not 100% done though, because I do need to do the baseboards as well. You can see this room was like dark blue at one point, and they just got kind of lazy with the painting. It's really hard to paint up against carpeting, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to like get even closer because I don't want this like blue line to be showing. But otherwise, the entire room is done. And then yesterday I came over here after work and I prepped this room, so it's ready to go. And by prep, I mean like I took off all the little faces of the outlets and stuff. Then I also took off the curtain rod in this room and filled up the holes. I do still have one more thing to do though. I need to get a hammer or something that I can like pry this off with. I mean, I'm all down for like, you know, those decorative wall features, but it's literally only on this wall and this wall. Like they got lazy and they didn't even put it over here. Like what the heck? And it just looks ratty and isn't done well, so I'm just gonna completely pry these off and we will start fresh. This room should be super easy to paint though because it's so tiny. Like this is literally the smallest room in the house, so this is gonna be an easy one, I think. All right, I feel like I've waited long enough. I'm sorry this is a horrible angle, but this is the best I can do from up here. Oh yeah. This is totally coming off. It doesn't look that easy probably from your angle, but this is just barely wet too. I didn't even wait very long. So if I waited even longer, this would be even more malleable. So you can see that underneath the ceiling is actually like really flat. So as soon as I scrape it, I'll probably have a couple jab holes that I'll need to fill, but it's gonna be super, super flat. I'll probably do like a light sanding just to make sure it's all good, and then we'll just paint it white. And it'll be good to go. Now that I'm very certain that it's a popcorn ceiling though, I actually need to run to Home Depot and get a big floor scraper. I am not using that tiny putty knife for the entire ceiling, heck no. So I'm gonna get a very large floor scraper, and then I have a garden sprayer as well, so I'm gonna spray down the whole ceiling in a big swipe, and then I'm gonna take the floor scraper and just do it in big runs. I've already started in this room, and the tarps are up here, the ladder's up here, so I'm just gonna continue with it and start up in this bedroom, even though I'd really like to do the living room first, but it's okay. All right guys, I'm back from Home Depot, and I'm finally going to open the sprayer for the ceiling, and I don't have a knife or scissors or anything, so I'm literally stabbing this with a screwdriver. Actually worked really well. Oh shoot, I forgot to get a hammer. Oh my gosh. They're gonna just start knowing me at Home Depot at this point. All right, so this is what the garden sprayer looks like. I think it's 1 gallon. So basically, I'm gonna fill this up with water, and then I'm going to heavily spray the entire ceiling. Let it sit in for like maybe like 10 minutes, then do it a second time, let it sit for like another 5, and then get started scraping. Ow! Don't do this at home, kids. This is dangerous. I really think this is gonna work, you guys. I'm very excited. I'm also gonna be making a little highlight reel on my Instagram, just keeping you guys updated with different things that are going on with the house, different reno things. Oh, I feel disgusting sitting on this floor. This floor is nasty. All right, I'm gonna go set this up and fill it up with water. god, it looks like I have white makeup on. Oh my god. It's literally plaster on my face. And my hair. Oh my goodness. I need a shower so badly. But hey, it's been a few hours since we talked and I am done for the day, so I'll show you guys where I'm leaving the room right now. Here is the progress of the ceiling. You can see right here is where I have basically stopped, but this whole part is completely scraped. Look at that, kind of crazy. This took me so many hours, and look at the floor. This is absolutely insane. This is why you put a tarp down, you guys, because this stuff is messy. Wow. I am just way too tired to keep going though. I mean, I'm not like actually that tired, but my hands just hurt so badly. I literally cannot do it anymore. It's painful. So that's where we're leaving it for the day. Lots of progress done though. Really great job. All right, it's the next day and I'm getting started on the master bedroom. I just put the tarp down. I took off all the little things on the outlets. I've got paint ready, got the ladder brushed off from all the stuff from the ceiling in the other room. Now I just need to take off the curtains over here like I've been doing in all the other rooms, prep the wall, and then we'll be good to go and we can get started. So the guy who lived here before definitely thought he was handy, but he definitely was not. He was absolutely horrible at home repairs. And there's all these spots in all the bedrooms where he filled holes and he just like put way too much spackle on and then he just didn't sand them at all and it looks horrible. So you can kind of tell right here, these 3 spots that are just like slapped over with spackle and not even sanded down at all. But like, look at how much that's sticking out of the wall. Like, that's just horrible. What was he thinking? So there were another couple spots over here that looked the same as well, and as you can see they look good now because I am sanding them down, the thing that he should have done in the first place. I almost missed these because they're all the way up here so I didn't see them, but I got them, don't worry. There's also all these spots over here. They weren't just holes, they had those little like tubes that go in them and then you screw in them. And instead of taking the tubes out, he decided to just fill them, which really isn't helping me out here, and I'm gonna have to literally dig these out of the wall, which is gonna be a pain. I'm thinking I'm just gonna paint over them for now because I really don't feel like digging them out of the wall right now, but I definitely will do this eventually, unlike him. And yes, I am being very sassy about it, but these kind of things, it's just like, don't be lazy because they really do make such a difference in a home. And this guy was clearly just very lazy. He didn't want to take them out, and it's not that I'm lazy. I will do them eventually. I'm literally just trying to like get all this painting done so we can move in. This is definitely something that I can do later once we're actually moved in. All right, I'm done with the first layer of paint in the bedroom, and what a difference white walls make and a fresh coat of paint. Like, there were just so many little like nicks and things everywhere. Oh, it looked terrible. But look at this now. It looks so good, so bright and white and fresh. Oh my gosh, I am so happy. But now I'm gonna go home and get some lunch and also pick up Colin, and then he's gonna help me for the rest of the day. Fun, right?
Yeah, it's satisfying.
All right, weekend number 3 in the house, and this time I only have 1 day to work on the house because we were just gone for the weekend in Des Moines, Iowa. So I'm trying to get a lot of work done in 1 day. My number 1 priority right now though is to finish this front room. This is like my content workout kind of room. The ceiling is literally 99% done. There's just a tiny bit around the edges that I need to get, and then I need to sand down the entire ceiling and put the first coat of paint on. I also need to put another coat of paint on the closet doors over here, and then I also need to finish one more tiny coat on the inside upper part of the closet as well. So I'm really close to being done here. It's just kind of a lot of like small odd things to finish up in this room, so I really just like want to get it done on my own and just bust it out. But this is what the ceiling is looking like with no popcorn so far. And then as you can see, we just kind of have this little border along the rest of the edge over here, which really is nothing at all, and that's honestly one of the easiest spots to get for me. And cleaning up the plaster once it was in a bag was an absolute disaster, so I'm gonna need to figure out how to clean this up somehow because it's pretty bad. And then this is the progress that we made on the master bedroom. You can see we did the ceiling over here. It kind of looks like a decrepit house, you know, like houses look when you just like abandon them for a long time. Yeah, it looks like the ceiling's about to cave in or something. But it's just the popcorn hanging down, so Colin will hopefully finish up this room tomorrow because he has work off. But yeah, like this plaster stuff down here, like it takes up so much room than you think it would, and it's like so heavy. I have an entire trash bag downstairs of it. So yeah, I'm gonna need to bring over quite a few more trash bags to put this stuff away. And then I need to do like the upper part of this bedroom, but otherwise the walls are actually completely done. They have 2 coats of paint. They look really good. Yeah, I just need to do like the top edge. You can see it's very tan beigey looking. Then we also started on the master closet as well. You can see the color difference, so we still have quite a bit of work to do in here, but it is started at least. So that's the update, and now I'm going to go Ghostbuster the rest of the front room ceiling and get that done. All right, I don't know if you can tell, but I've completely sanded the ceiling. It literally took forever, and my body looks like a ghost right now, but the ceiling is sanded down. And then I just did the first roller of paint over here, and you can just see how flat the ceiling is. It's amazing. Oh my gosh, it's gonna look so good. All right, checking with you guys soon. What do you think, babe? You having fun? Now we're both covered in plaster. So this is what I look like right now. It was much worse before I cleaned up a little bit. It was literally all over my face. I was wearing a face mask, but I did not bring any sort of goggles, which was a huge mistake. It probably took me about 2 hours to completely sand down the ceiling because I was like doing it by hand, just like off of a ladder. It was a pain. But look at it now. It has a layer of paint on it, and up close you can kind of see there's like still little nicks and stuff. But I wanted to do the first layer of paint because that helps me realize where all the little nicks and divots are, so now I can better fill all of them and then do the second coat of paint. And then while Colin was using the ladder, since I need that to finish the ceiling, I was doing the floor. I wasn't quite sure how to tape off carpeting to like get all of the baseboard, but I ended up doing it. So I painted the entire baseboard of the room. I even got in the closet here. Closet is almost done. You can see up in those spots, they just need like one more coat of paint in the corners. But that's gonna be all of this weekend's progress because I have been here for maybe like 4 hours now, and I'm getting very hungry for dinner, and obviously I need to shower. I really wanted to finish this room today, but sanding the ceiling took a lot longer than I thought it was going to, so I will definitely be able to finish this room next weekend though. And then I have to do everything that I just did in this room today in the master bedroom. That's gonna be fun. A lot bigger of a room. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another weekend at the house. This actually is not my first day here. It's Sunday, and I did work on the house yesterday. I unfortunately just forgot my camera, but I did get a good amount of work done, so I want to show you guys the update on where we're at. Just in case I didn't show it, the front room is completely done. So the ceiling is completely scraped, painted, the walls are all white, and I even vacuumed. So it is all done and ready to go. And then right now I am working on the master bedroom. So the ceiling is completely scraped in here as well, and I've done the first coat of paint. And then yesterday I started the spackling process. I'm doing 1 coat of paint and then I spackle because putting on the paint gives it a nice flat surface so that I can actually see the blemishes versus before it's like too dark to be able to tell. So as you can see, I do have like a couple more spots that I need to patch up, so I'm gonna start on that right now. And then as soon as I am done spackling and those parts have dried, because obviously those are dried from yesterday, I'll sand them down and do the second coat of paint. I am obviously not done cleaning up in here. Pretty much all of the plaster is out of here, but we do have some spots left, so I do need to do some vacuuming. And then as you can see, I also have not done the border around the ceiling yet, so I'll start on that as soon as I get this spackling done, and then I'll work on that like while it dries. And then yesterday my friend Kat did come to help me a little bit, so we got some good progress done on the closet. I think she finished the entire second coat in here. We just haven't done like this back part, but then we also got the edges along here which weren't done yet, which is good. But yeah, the closet is coming along. It's not the main priority today. So it's about 7:30 in the morning right now, and the reason I'm here so early is because the carpet cleaner is coming between 10 and 10:30. I didn't want him to come so soon because I really wanted this to be 100% done up here, and I still might be able to do it. I have a few hours. But I had scheduled him for Monday, and when I came home from work on Friday, we actually had a notice at our apartment that they are coming to do a walkthrough of our apartment, and it said that our animals have to not be there, and I'm like, oh shoot, like where do you bring cats, you know? Like you can't just like kennel cats or like bring them on a walk. So of course I was like, well, I have a house that I can bring them to, but unfortunately the carpet cleaner was gonna be there on Monday, so I couldn't bring the cats there on Monday. So I rescheduled him for today, and now I can bring the cats here on Monday while they do the walkthrough of the apartment, which is also nice though because the carpeting will be 100% clean, so they don't have to like sniff around from like the dog that lived here and stuff and like eat extra things that were lingering on the floor. Gita will literally put anything in her mouth, I swear. So yes, that is why I am hurrying to get things done on this Sunday morning, but it's gonna feel so good when it's pretty much done, and then he comes in and cleans the carpets, and then we can start moving stuff in, you guys. Just came back after the carpet cleaners were here, and they left all these dryers, which is good. They tried their best, but the owner before just really did some tough stains on this place. They also fixed this part over here. It was like flapping up. There was like a tear in the carpet, and he like stitched it back together, which is really nice. She is clean. Looks so good. Now we can actually start moving stuff in. All right, that is going to wrap up phase 1 of this Reno series, but before I go, I just want to show you guys what the house is looking like right now. So literally nothing has changed upstairs besides the fact that I moved in a couple things that were just sitting in the living room of our apartment. But there has been one very significant change that just finished up yesterday, and that is the living room. The whole ceiling is gone. Look at that. Colin has spent the past 2 days here by himself just scraping the entire living room ceiling, and it looks so good. Now we just need to clean up this awful mess. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be so much work, but then we also need to sand and paint the ceiling. But all of that will be in the phase 2 Reno vlog, so you guys will just have to stay tuned. Phase 2 will also include the finishing touches on the paint upstairs, as well as installing the new handle on the shower and moving in a ton of stuff. So get excited because I'm literally gonna start filming that right after I end this one and just continue going. But until then, I will see you guys in my next video. Toodles!